Bienvenido. My name is Alissa Giovanni, gym leader of Preternatura.
It's been some time since we've had you for an interview, Alissa. How have you been?
Es porque haces preguntas horribles. I've been alright. A bit focused on the upcoming circuit, but alright all things considered.
That's good to hear. Are you doing anything particularly special this year for your gym challenge?
No, es lo mismo. Nothing special. Abuela's designing the questions this year, so the most that will change is their difficulty.
Still sticking with the game of knowledge rather than a game of practical skill, huh?
It's tradition, though you shouldn't compare our gym challenge to others in that manner. Being different doesn't mean it isn't practical in its own way. Practice without knowledge is just as useless as a sword without a hilt, or a bow without a quiver.
I don't think knowing the history of the color purple is all that important to being a trainer.
Es por eso que no quiere venir este año.
Whoa, what was that? Sorry, I don't quite understand you.
It's nothing. May we move on to the next question, please? I feel we spent quite enough time on this topic.
Certainly, I'd love to. If the notes I have are correct, I heard a new Pokemon species was discovered in Preternatura not too long ago, just outside the outskirts of Saffron itself, right?
Claro que sí. A new variant de Giraffit to be exact. Not much is known about it at the moment as we're still studying the creature. What we do know is they are quite temperamental and have a tendency to cause havoc when in large groups. They're also the first of its kind to have 3 confirmed typings, or at least a few of the specimens we found had 3 typings.
That's quite exciting to hear. Do you know how they managed to appear, though?
No, unfortunately it's quite a mystery. But this has been an issue for quite some time with all of our regional variants. Even mi abuela doesn't know how or why these changes happen in some of our Pokemon population.
Would you recommend trainers to try and catch this new Pokemon?
No sé, I have no idea. I would only recommend it to trainers who believe they're capable enough to control the creature, as it's quite clear they're rowdy.
That is very understandable. It's impossible to recommend anything that hasn't had enough research. Regardless, we should move on to another question. Are you aware of the recent protests over the Pokemon Championship circuit system functions, mainly over the act of badge acquisition and proof of obtainment?
Sí, ¿qué pasa con ellos?
Do you have any comments about the situation?
No, I don't. I don't think it's my place to make a comment either. Can we talk about something else?
Sure. My next question was going to be about Wyverius anyway. Have you heard of the rumors coming from Wyverius about heavily decreased gang activity but a rise in organized crime?
Quédate con tus chismes. I don't like discussing rumors. I'd rather talk about something else.
Alright, we'll move on to another subject then. I'm sure you've heard that there's quite a large roster of trainers this year, almost 30% larger than our usual contestant lineup. Are there any trainers that caught your eye this year, and do you have any expectations of them?
There are a few that caught my attention. Penelope, Braxton, and Peter, all for very different reasons. However, I'm curious to see how well they fare in this upcoming circuit. I do hope one of them eventually becomes champion. I think that'd be a little exciting.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll be excited to hear that you've got your eye on them. And now for the last question of the day. Do you have any encouraging words to say to the viewers at home?
Never be afraid to do what your heart desires. Being stuck in a loop where you're unhappy is never worth the benefits it gives you. Your happiness is the only thing that matters in this world. Don't let anyone take that away from you.